Once upon a time, in a beautiful forest, there lived a gentle bear named Barry and her two adorable cubs, Charlie and Daisy. They lived in a cozy den under a big oak tree and spent their days wandering through the forest, playing and searching for food. Barry was a loving and protective mother, always watching over her cubs and keeping them safe from harm. One sunny morning, as the bear family was out for a walk, they came across a kind-hearted man named Jack. He was a nature enthusiast and spent his days exploring the forest, observing the wildlife and taking care of the environment. When he saw the bears, he was amazed by their beauty and grace. However, Barry was frightened by the sight of the man, and his presence made her uneasy. Jack noticed the fear in Barry's eyes and realized that she was scared of him. He gently spoke to the bear, trying to assure her that he meant no harm. But Barry, being protective of her cubs, didn't trust the man and quickly ushered her little ones away from him. Jack understood that the bear was simply trying to protect her family, and he didn't want to cause any distress to them. As days passed, Jack continued to explore the forest, and he often came across Barry and her cubs. He always kept his distance, making sure not to startle the bears. He admired them from afar, watching them play and forage for food. Jack grew fond of the bear family and felt a deep sense of respect for these majestic creatures. One day, while Jack was hiking through the forest, he stumbled upon a group of hunters who were setting up traps to catch wild animals. He was shocked and appalled by their actions, as he knew that these traps posed a great danger to the wildlife in the forest. Jack knew he had to do something to protect the animals, including Barry and her cubs. Meanwhile, Barry was out with her cubs, teaching them how to find food and navigate through the forest. Suddenly, she caught a whiff of the hunter's scent and sensed danger lurking nearby. She quickly gathered her cubs and headed towards their den, hoping to keep them safe from harm. But as they neared their home, they came across one of the traps that the hunters had set. Barry was terrified, knowing that the trap could injure or even kill her little ones. She desperately tried to free the trap, but it was too complicated for her to open. Just then, Jack appeared, having heard the commotion in the forest. He saw the trapped bear and her cubs and knew that he had to help them. "Please, let me help you," Jack said softly, approaching Barry with care and compassion. "I don't want to hurt or scare you. I just want to keep you and your cubs safe." Barry was hesitant at first, but when she saw the sincerity in Jack's eyes, she allowed him to come closer. Jack carefully examined the trap and managed to release it, setting the bear and her cubs free. Barry was grateful for his help, and she realized that not all humans were a threat. She looked at Jack with newfound trust and respect. From that day on, Barry and Jack formed an unlikely friendship. Jack visited the bear family often, bringing them treats and spending time with them in the forest. He learned so much from Barry about the life of bears, and he was grateful for the opportunity to observe them up close. As for the hunters, Jack reported their illegal activities to the authorities, and they were apprehended for their actions. The forest was safe once again, and the wildlife could roam freely without fear of being harmed. The bond between Barry and Jack taught the animals and humans a valuable lesson about coexisting peacefully with one another. They showed that understanding, compassion, and empathy could bridge the gap between different species. And most importantly, they proved that every living being deserves respect and protection in their natural habitat. The bear and the man had set an example for others to follow, and their story spread far and wide, inspiring people to be kind and considerate towards all creatures. And so, the forest remained a sanctuary for all its inhabitants, with the bear family and their human friend living in harmony, teaching others the importance of love and understanding towards one another.
In this story, we teach to help each other. Thanks for watching, you guys, and please hit subscribe button.